I recently celebrated my birthday. I'm not going to disclose how old I actually am, but I will say that I'm a little bit older. And in the same vein as some very popular YouTube videos, I thought I'd share and film with you what I got for my birthday. Please don't expect designer clothing or bags, dream cars or trendy tech here. If you're looking for that kind of digital content, unfortunately, you're not going to find that here, and you'll have to do another search of YouTube to find a video for that sort of content. So here goes. As I've said previously, our lives are very much consumer driven, focusing primarily on what we have rather than anything else that surrounds us. Within the last century, and with the discovery of plastic, modern society has accelerated the gifts that are distributed, and what comes along with that is the expectation of giving and receiving for all sorts of milestones, whether they be national or personal holidays throughout the year. If you were being honest, would you admit that you had received an unwanted gift? If you were being especially honest, would you admit that you'd received more than one unwanted gift? And what happened to that gift? Did it go to the deep, dark depths of the cupboard? Did it end up in the rubbish bin? What happened to that unwanted gift that you received? And potentially the unwanted gifts that you had given? It's pretty easy for me to have an understated, low-key celebration because I consider myself to be a real fuss-free kind of person anyway. I gave strict instructions about what I wanted for my birthday. There were to be no decorations, no store-bought cake, and definitely no balloons. That was a categorical no, that I did not want any balloons for my birthday because of the environmental negative impact that they have. So what did I actually get for my birthday? Well, I'll save this piece of resistance for last. I got quite a lot of homemade gifts actually. My sister must have spent so much time on considering and completing these. I will put a video in of this. This is a calendar for 2022 that's been personalised with photos that my sister has kind of picked herself and kind of decided which month they are the best for, which relates to birthdays or milestones or special events within our family calendar. So I thought that was a really sweet gift. And she also said as well that going forward with my YouTube channel being my main aim and my main focus, that she felt like this picture on the front was the best way of kind of like taking that forward into 2022, that was the new me, so to speak. And that was really heartfelt, and I felt like that was really, really nice. Then there was also this scrapbook. I'll put a video of this in too. That must have taken her absolutely ages, and she picked some stuff from some recent events that we had and people that are important with, and animals and pets that are important within my life. And I'll put a video of that in, but there you go. That must have taken so much time. There's just something so heartfelt and sentimental about a gift that's been handmade by someone that you love and you cherish it forever. I will cherish this forever. And saving this for last, this is what my auntie knitted me, and it is a Hogwarts themed, Harry Potter themed scarf with the colours of the houses at Hogwarts. So obviously you can see there is Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor, and my house, which is Ravenclaw. And she's an absolutely amazing knitter or crocheter. I'm sorry, auntie, I don't know if I've said that correctly, but I think she's an absolutely amazing job. And it's a really long scarf as well, which I absolutely adore, because that's what I kind of enjoy from the movies, is those long scarves that they have from the first movie, The Philosopher's Stone. And it's kind of like my dream scarf. It's Hogwarts themed and it's a lovely long scarf. So I will treasure and appreciate this forever. I also received a natural extracts beauty set from my best friend, and I count myself so lucky to have people around me in my life that are so important to me and spend time with me and respect my wishes and know me so well and buy me or make me gifts that they know will be like cherished forever and are so heartfelt. I do really count myself so lucky and fortunate that I can surround myself with people like that. And I think that is what is so important about celebrations, whether they be birthdays, national holidays such as Christmas or Easter or Halloween or other events that happen globally. It is about time. It is about who you spend your time with and who you make your memories with, as far as I'm concerned. And that is what this video is going to be about. There's going to be some eco-conscious tips for how you can still celebrate your milestones and your holidays, on this occasion more to do with birthdays, and still be environmentally friendly and eco-conscious. So here goes. So what are my tips for being eco-conscious at birthdays and celebrations? It's so easy to forget that our world is filled with the people that have and the people that do not have. And just because you can splash the cash at a birthday doesn't mean that you should necessarily should have to feel that you do for a birthday. So here are my top tips. Tip number 1. Handmade over store-bought. A gift made by someone you love holds so much more value than something bought from a store, and it means you get to skip the plastic packaging or wrapping that very often accompanies that store-bought gift. Number 2, donate to a charity. The money that you would receive in the form of gifts or by money received from family and friends, why don't you donate that to a nominated charity? That means that someone else that is less kind of fortunate than yourself can benefit instead of you, especially if you already have access to the things that you already want and need. Why not pass that fortune onto someone that is unfortunately fallen upon hard times in one way or another and allow them to have access to those funds? Tip number 3, ask somebody if there's anything that they want or need at that time prior to purchasing a gift. At least that way you avoid it being an unwanted surprise gift that ends up in the back of a cupboard or destination landfill. Tip number 4, a continuation of that. If you have any unwanted gifts, why don't you see if anyone within your immediate family wants or can make use of the gift, or if not, donate it to a local charity shop or someone of the like that can make use of it. Always remember that just because it's no use to you does not mean that it has no use to someone else. Tip number 5, buy secondhand or buy something from an upcycle, recycle, repurpose store, particularly a small or local business that allows you to avoid the carbon air miles that comes from something that you've had delivered or comes from further away. This also means it could be a bespoke, unique gift that is more fitting to the personality of your loved one and something that they will cherish and treasure for a lot longer than something that is bought from a store that is more generic. Tip number 6, experiences over gifts. There is so much more fun that could be had from an experience rather than buying a physical gift. This could include going out for dinner as a family, having a family gathering or party at home, going out for coffee, in finer weather having a barbecue or a picnic outdoors, or anything that involves having a physical gift. This could also involve activities, or there's something that you may dream of doing in life, whether it be going to a concert, having an experience day, going to a kind of activity or event. My mum, I know at the minute, and it's something that we'll have to do in the future, really desperately wants to go to the donkey sanctuary. So that will be a gift that in the future we present to her, hopefully, fingers crossed. Tip number 7, put those baking skills to use. I myself, I'm not a fantastic baker, but I have made a cake for my sister for her birthday in the past, and it turned out to be pretty good, lemon drizzle cake actually. And that allows you to use the ingredients that you want, the flavours that you want, and to decorate it by yourself. There's so much fun in personalising the cake, whether it be you put their name on it or you use some of their favourite sweets, whether it be chocolate buttons or gumdrops or anything like that, or even the colour icing that they want. There might be a particular colour that's a favourite of theirs. So you're allowed to personalise that cake in a way that is completely unique compared to cakes that are bought store-bought, which include kind of specific designs and general designs which are suitable for more people and the mass population. Tip number 8, reuse gift bags or repurpose materials that are gathered at a celebration or a birthday. My best friend, bless her, used a recyclable material gift bag to put my present into, which just makes my heart melt that she recognises all the things I stand for and all the things that I want and desire in life and how I want to move forward sustainably. And it just allows my friend to kind of take part in kind of things that matter so much to me and that I'm passionate about. So yeah, there you go. Look, there's a recyclable material bag. So any material that you can't repurpose, recycle, and only buy materials that are sustainable to start with. If you don't want to buy a recyclable gift bag, why don't you buy a reusable tote bag that your friend you can use for their shopping once their birthday is over or their celebration is over? You can't have enough shopping bags, especially now in the UK, that plastic bags are for sale still, but they have to be bought for a minimum of, I think, 10 pence per bag. So no one wants to add that onto the cost of their shopping. And I know I'm sometimes guilty of leaving mine in my car, but I've made that quick dash back. So you can't go without a tote bag, and you can't have enough of them either, of these reusable bags that you go shopping with. And that includes supermarkets or retailers alike, even the charity shop. When I go in there to buy clothes, I have to take my reusable bag with me. So continuing on from that, tip number 9, break down any materials that you have received from your birthday, whether it be paper, card, and things of the like, and boxes that you can recycle or repurpose or reuse, or glass even. Make sure if you get any glass jars or bottles that you find a way of reusing them. If you are old enough to have had alcohol bought for you, why don't you repurpose the glass bottles that you are bought with those, whether it be champagne or prosecco or a spirit or beers or ciders even, and repurpose those bottles and make them something ornamental. There's a lot of lovely ideas out there on the internet that you can repurpose glass bottles. Yes, it is such a good infinitely recyclable material, but if you can repurpose it, why not? Especially jars. They make such nice decorative items or storage items. And tip number 10, if you live far apart, why don't you have a digital party via video call? Put some music on, have some nibbles, have some food and drink, have a karaoke session, and if you can't get to your family or friends, why don't you celebrate virtually? A lot over the last 12-18 months that has had to happen. You've had to, with lockdowns globally and particularly within the UK, that you've had, that's the only way you've been able to communicate with your friends and family. So if you don't live immediately close to them and have no way of getting to them via public transport, or are not going on a sustainable holiday or anything like that, why don't you meet up virtually and have fun that way? We've had to do so much of that in the past 12 months. I know it's a bit of a bummer to consider it, but if you can't get to people, then share time with the people you love virtually. And finally, please remember that the most valuable gift that you can give for someone is your time. Time cannot be extended, cannot be exchanged, cannot be bartered for. What time you have is yours to spend how you like to, and it cannot be extended. Please remember that time is the best gift that you can give someone. Smiles cannot be wrapped up in a bow. Laughter cannot be boxed. Memories are not bought, they are made. And wealth is not dictated by how much money is spent or sitting in your bank account. It's by how you live your life and the memories that you make within that. So please remember that the best way to be eco-conscious for birthdays, milestones, personal holidays or national holidays is time. Spending time and making memories together with your friends and your family. I did go out for dinner for my birthday and really enjoyed that, and spent time together with my family. And to the outsider, it may not appear that it was a birthday at all, but I know it was my birthday, and I spent it with the people that I cherish and love the most, and that is the most important thing, and that's what matters. See you in the next video, everyone. And for anybody celebrating their birthdays out there now, in the future, or whenever you watch this, or any other holidays, because Christmas is coming up, I will make further content about how you can be eco-conscious for Christmas in the next few weeks. So watch this space for that. But anyone celebrating any milestone, congratulations, happy birthday, happy everything, whatever that may be, and I'll see you next time. Bye.